today across from Mayor Bloomberg's mansion because we as New Yorkers are outraged that our tax dollars are going to a wildlife slaughter. Any day now, the USDA will come into parks all across New York City, round up, stuff into crates, and gas or kill in some other cruel way all of our Canada geese living in parks and their newly born babies. This is the 4th summer in a row, and we are really outraged. And we challenge Mayor Bloomberg to justify this wildlife slaughter, this war on wildlife that he's waging. New Yorkers don't want empty parks and lakes. We enjoy and appreciate all of the species of wildlife living in our parks, including Canada geese, and they have every right to live in our parks.
So Goose Watch New York City is made up of New Yorkers who are opposed to the Canada Goose Roundups, the annual Canada Goose slaughter, which takes place throughout public parks with taxpayer money, and it's conducted by federal agents, and we believe that we have the right to transparency. We're going to wait at the parks for the USDA to come. We're going to document the roundups, and we're going to present these images to the public so that we can decide whether or not we support these extreme measures that the mayor has been pursuing in the name of aircraft safety.
We have plenty of room in our parks, all throughout the 5 boroughs for these geese. They're a part of the biodiversity. They're an important part. They are emotionally intelligent creatures who care for their young and defend their babies. And to know that our tax dollars as New Yorkers are going to fund these brutal slaughters is just despicable. It's a disgrace, and there's no excuse for it. Mayor Bloomberg is claiming that somehow by slaughtering one species of our wildlife we're going to make air travel safer, when really he's been very negligent in assuring that, because he approved the building of a massive garbage transfer station right near the runways at LaGuardia, which will ensure that birds will be attracted to exactly the areas they should be. We built our airports on existing wetlands. We built our airports on the Atlantic migratory route for millions of birds. So that means that it's our responsibility to be proactive and do things that ensure that both wildlife can coexist in our society and air travel is safer. We're not doing those things. The mayor's not doing those things. The airlines aren't doing those things. Why aren't we using bird radar technology? Why aren't we making stronger planes, safer planes that can withstand the inevitable strikes with birds, because we share the sky with birds? Why are we building garbage dumps on runways and then blaming the birds for existing? We can't kill our way out of this problem. There's no reason why geese, ducks, swans, all different kinds of birds can't exist peacefully in New York City, because as New Yorkers we really demand that. Our tax dollars fund the Parks Department, and millions and millions of New Yorkers and tourists enjoy going to parks. They support from the MTA. Yay! Bus drivers for geese. So we want New Yorkers love our wildlife, we love our parks, that's why we go to parks. Nobody wants to see empty lakes, nobody wants to see empty parks devoid of wildlife, and that's exactly what Mayor Bloomberg's policy is doing, and we are disgusted by this, and we've had enough, and we're not going to stand by for another summer and watch all of the Canada geese and their newly born babies be rounded up and slaughtered yet again.
We think that there's a better way, that conflicts are always going to exist between wildlife and humans as we expand in progress, but we have to work in a way that's humane and with coexistence in mind, because we can't kill every bird and we can't kill every animal, and there has to be another way.
So we're standing up and demanding change from our mayor, who we voted into office. I personally didn't vote for him, but he's there. He's on his way out soon, but in his name, thousands and thousands of geese and their babies have been slaughtered, and enough is enough. And that's why the community group Goose Watch is in existence, to help document and stop this. And I'm doing Goose Watch in a park near me in Queens, and I can assure you that if the USDA comes when I'm on my watch there, they will not be rounding up geese, because I will use my whistles and noisemakers to disrupt them, because I'm not allowing a illegitimate wildlife slaughter to happen in my park or in any other park that I'm in. I will try to stop it, and our message to Mayor Bloomberg is you know, for 4 summers you've shown absolutely no compassion for our wildlife, and you have a chance now to call off this slaughter, to let the geese live in peace. So we really hope that you do the right thing, and we've been educating a lot of passerby today about the issue. We've been urging them to call the mayor's office at City Hall and demand that instead of slaughtering our wildlife, why don't we protect them? In a city of over 8 million people, we have more than enough room for a few thousand geese, so let them live in peace.